Hey everyone, welcome to your Mercury retrograde reading. This is for all signs, and we're gonna see what's going on with the energies around Mercury retrograde at this time. This year's Mercury retrograde is running from June 17th through July 12th, 2020, give or take a couple weeks, pre and post Mercury retrograde. I know that I'm running behind on some of the readings. This reading has been, coming for you, and I've been working on a lot of things. So right now, let's get into it. So one of the things that came up as I was, thinking about meditating, how are we going to do this Mercury retrograde reading? Like I always say with Mercury retrograde, so funny. Reflect on what your mind or heart or past is telling you that you want, right? Do you really want it? Do you miss it? Do you crave it? Going back into the cycle of old beliefs or old ways? Mercury retrograde is the illusion, right? And so when things come back into your life that you need to reflect and reevaluate and, figure out what the next step is, that's when you really get down to the bare bones of a specific situation. Because it comes in a time where it's time to reevaluate what it is you truly want, need, or are working for, right? Somebody here, earth sign or dealing with an earth sign, has been in a bit of a hibernation mode over an earth sign, King of Pentacles. I feel like someone here, yes, this is the collective reading. I am starting with that. I feel like someone here maybe had a connection with someone who they felt was, this is the most stable person I've gone out with, and then they suddenly went cold on me, or they suddenly ghosted me, or I don't know what the heck happened with this person. And so maybe you've been in reflective mode because you were hoping that this Mercury retrograde, that person just might come back, right? So as I was saying, I'm starting off with the collective. I will timestamp below for every sign. But let's get to this Mercury retrograde intro. So what is it that you truly need to reevaluate? What has come up for you during this time of Mercury retrograde? Have you suddenly realized that what you've been wanting for so long, suddenly it doesn't really sound that enticing? Or maybe you finally got what you wanted. The job, the money, the partnership, the ex came back, communicated, and then it's like, what? This is what I had been wanting for so long? What was I thinking? And it's like you maybe want to backpedal and reevaluate. So, for the time being, if you have not made any major decisions with your life, or you're still in limbo, halfway through Mercury retrograde, wondering, should I take them up on their offer? Should I sign that deal, contract? Is it really worth moving into during Cancer season? So like I said, it's time to reevaluate what it is that you truly want, need, working for. Are you stuck in a false sense of belief that they want you back and you want them back? That you maybe mistook that hookup interest as more? That maybe what you thought was your dream job ended up not being all that? That sometimes the dollar signs speak more than what you really want in a career, and is it worth giving up your personal time, free time, happiness, sense of self-worth for a job that you're grinding at because, well, it pays well, but are you happy? Is it taking you away from your children, your partner, your spouse, your family, your friends? Are you literally waking up, going to work, coming home, sleeping, and you're lucky? Your kids are lucky, your partner is lucky, your fur babies are lucky that you come home and, get to spend 2 minutes of time before you knock out on the couch. You don't even make it to the bed, right? So sometimes there are situations that we've got it all played out as our ideal. And maybe you're dead set on certain relationships, partnerships, ideas working out in a specific way because maybe that is what you've been working on for so long, only to realize, what was I fighting for this whole time? So we're going to get down with every single sign and see what Mercury retrograde is going to bring up for you. Whether it's an old relationship, it could have already been somebody who has come back. Yeah. Turns out all they wanted was to hook up and you're just like, what? That's it? A hookup? I can get that anywhere else. Are you offering me love? Because right now you're at page level, honey. I want commitment. I want you to do right by me. Tell me what I want to hear. What I want to hear is that, hey, I love you. I want to be with you. I want you to be with me. Let's make a future about this. I don't even care if we just go to the Justice of the Peace, but you got to do right by me because you and I have been through way too much and I want my 10 of Pentacles. So what gives, honey? You going to give me that? If not, take your little wand while I hold on to my pentacles because it ain't happening, right? So let's find out what this Mercury retrograde has in store for all signs. I will post the timestamps below. If you are new to me, welcome. Please do me a favor and hit the like button, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I've got your monthly readings rolling up right after this. So if I need to dive in deeper in your reading for Mercury retrograde, I will extend that reading over to my Patreon channel. All that information is in the description box below. My email is there if you'd like to book a personal reading. If you don't want to go through my Etsy shop, because I know I haven't updated the listings. But thank you guys once again. Let's get to it. What's going on for Aries, this Mercury retrograde? Remember that this does, this could have been something that may have happened right before the start of Mercury retrograde because, the shadow phase right before. Could have been something that's been lingering for months, and then it can also extend, a week to 10 days after the end of Mercury retrograde, which, I don't know, give or take 2 more weeks from here on out. Give me a sec. Let me get this going. All right, Aries. Let's start off with Aries. What's Mercury retrograde bringing forth? There it is. Judgment, Page of Cups, and the World card. And you notice right smack dab in the middle, honey, you got a little Page of Cups. Somebody coming back, wanting to, offer you that cup of love. And a part of you wanted them back. Oh, it's 444. Honey, you better look that up because somebody is telling you here. You better think twice about that offer that comes in. You're hoping for that king, but have they even grown, matured? Do they have that sense of maturity that can really figure out how to work things out like grown-ass adults? And if you're new to me, yes, welcome. Hello, I cuss. You don't have to like it. It's fine. But it does come out every once in a while. And I'm going to tell it like it is. I won't sugarcoat. And I also will never say anything to, purposely hurt or offend people. It's always intended with love because I will help you break free from whatever it is that's blocking you or what you may be refusing to see. And if it's not your situation, it's not your situation. Carry on. Maybe next month's reading will apply to you. So somebody comes back in. Is like, listen, I know you said we were over and done with, but I know I messed up. I promise it won't be the same as before. And this shit is over and done with, right? I mean, look at the World card is looking back. You've said over and over again to your friends, your family, whomever, or to this person, I don't want you back. We're not going back to that. I'm sick and tired, over and done with. I see things for what they are now. I've taken the time to reflect. And some of you maybe aren't there yet, but you're about to be. Because some of you are like, I don't think I should make a decision during Mercury retrograde. Because what's going to happen, you're going to go right back to like, nah, it's over. Nah, it's done. To each his own. Aries, you want to take that cup? You ready to go back to the same old, same old? You know what's in store if you do. So, don't act surprised when that happens. Let me have one more. You're like, but I love them. Do we have a chance at something new? Money drain. Oh, you know. Okay. For some of you, it is someone who realized they can't keep... Oh, and if it's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, it's someone who's going to try and convince you, baby girl. They have ulterior motives. They've realized that they can't do it without you. Now, gender roles are not specific, so apply it to your situation. If, you know, the roles are reversed, they realize they can't do it without you. Financially, career. With that Page of Pentacles, you know there's a money drain here. I'm also feeling that this is someone who is going to make promises of getting their life together, getting their ish together, whatever, right? Whatever it was that you were upset about that wasn't working in, you know, in this partnership relationship in the past, they come back in and promise to do better, promise to do exactly what you say to the T. I will do whatever it takes, because they're broke. I'm also hearing someone here, their intentions is not for something long term, just so you know. They've got money coming to them that you are not aware of. And the minute it comes in, so this is temporary, the minute it comes in, they bounce. They bounce. Let's see. This person may have a drinking problem, drinking, gambling, blowing their money. So they get paid, start partying, overspending, not realizing. Yeah. Oh my God. Look at that. This is what's going to happen during this reunion if they come back. Let's get back together. You're realizing and remembering everything that they put you through because of alcohol abuse, drug abuse, whatever addictions they may have. You get back together, you're hurting. You're going to be hurting all over again. Aries, do be careful. I feel that with this Prison card, this person makes you feel as though you will never get rid of them. They're always going to be this fixture, this dead weight in your life. Please be careful, Aries. Make good choices here. And truly reflect and reevaluate where this relationship could possibly go for you. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. Here we go. Taurus, what do we have for Mercury retrograde? What's coming up for Taurus this Mercury retrograde? Love and money, baby. That's what I'm hearing. Love and money. Taurus. Someone you think is your soulmate or presents themselves as your soulmate is really just an a-hole. With so many secrets. Let me tell you. You know how I feel about you. You know how much I love you. There is a whole other side to this person that you don't even know. And even if you think you know what they've been up to, what they're capable of, what, you know, how deep they can possibly hurt you, that shit goes deeper, Taurus, let me tell you. Way deeper. And if it's not them, it is you who's got a lot to hide. I also feel like this cycle of love abuse, love bombing, treating you like shit. I don't give a shit. I love you. So you're just going to have to deal with it. Now with this moon card, there's things that, you know, that you're not going to know about that will present themselves later on down the road. Especially if there's a third party situation here. Once you step foot into a third party situation, cheating scenarios, keeping in touch with people you shouldn't be keeping in touch, you're going to go back into that cycle. What's done in the dark will always come to light. Remember that. And you know that. This isn't your first go around. Weighs heavily on you. But are you confusing this soulmate love for the real deal? Are they telling you that you guys are soulmates, you're meant to be together? Is that what you tell yourself to make this easier to deal with? That pill becomes easier to swallow, right? That Seven of Swords showed themselves along with the Ace of Wands. It's a hookup sexual relationship. They bring you back in only to turn around. And this is a self-sabotage thing, okay? Whether it's you or the other person, right? Let's just get something straight here. I love you. I want to be with you. We belong together. We're soulmates. Then I get overwhelmed with how much we, you know, we're so strong and connect, our feelings vibe and all this BS. And so now I got to ruin it because maybe I don't deserve this, or maybe I don't, you know, I don't think I should do this, or maybe I messed up. So now I'm going to ruin my life and ruin theirs. Hurt people. And now you're carrying additional weight that you never even had to step foot in to begin with. And there it is again. I'm telling you. Sneaky vibe. Oh, listen. Someone's going to come back in to purposely hurt you. Purposely. Seven of Swords, Three of Swords. They are going to love bomb the F out of you. All I ever wanted was to hurt you. See? Freudian slip. All I ever wanted was to love you. But what you don't know, that's asshole vibe, by the way. What you don't know is that I'm really going to be mad at the fact that I messed up this connection, and I'm never going to forgive myself and let it go. So I'm going to come in and ruin your perfect happy life that you have right now by sucking you back in, knowing full well that maybe you're committed elsewhere, that maybe you're, you know, building a life somewhere else. But if I can't have you, no one can. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to trample all over that. You're going to end up losing everything that you have worked hard on. Wow. Hard for. Now you know. You're going to be left with this Ten of Wands energy of how could I have been so stupid to let this person back in. They present themselves as, you know, wanting to change things, fix things. I'm the one that you should be with. How could you? How dare you? I love you. I'm in love with you. We belong together. Like yada, 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 yada. You have been strong long enough, Taurus, to just be like, nah, I'm not going to fall for that anymore. So this Mercury retrograde, are you going to fall for it? Are you? So let's see. What happens if you say yes to this energy of the past? This asshole dude person comes back in. Listen, they know exactly what they're doing. They just come in to disrupt, to confuse, to make you think that you made the wrong decision, that you're with the wrong person. But how's it going to leave Taurus? How is it going to leave Taurus? Oh, I got dizzy. We got some strong energies of making empty promises. If you are happy in a current relationship right now and somebody else comes in to disrupt it, do not allow it. Block them, push them away. Continue with your happiness. Now, if you say no, if you say, not today, Satan, not today. I got things, yes, I got things to look forward to in my future. I am manifesting things that you cannot even imagine would ever happen for you. Don't you dare come in and try to steal the type of future I want for myself. A family, a household, you know, laying down roots. You're going to come in and do this? Nah. I'm building wealth. I'm building family stability. You come in, you're stealing that away. I'm not going to let you, right? Look at that. The fortune card on the bottom. Taurus, come on now. Do better for yourself. Don't let those negative energies come back in, because let me tell you, it's bad juju all around, and I can feel it. This is someone who knows what they're doing to manipulate you, to suck you back in. You got a narc monster coming back in to fuck up your life, point blank. All right, let's move on. Gemini. And no, not every single one will come out for love. So if you're cross-watching for other signs, it may or may not be love related. It's whatever message spirit tells me, okay? So if it's work, love, general, money, just those two happen to be about love. So let's move on. Gemini, Mercury retrograde. Spirit, what is Mercury retrograde bringing up for Gemini? Tying up loose ends. Yeah. Wow. So Mercury retrograde is really making you reflect on what it is that you really think you want. The illusion of, I thought this was the right person, place, job, finances, home, whatever for me. Oh, look at that with the 9 of Wands. Point blank, if you've put in a lot of work into a specific connection, waiting for it to be your 10 of Cups, your happily ever after, only to find out that, you know, the more I think about it, the more I realize I wasn't really happy. Illusion shattered, right? I wasn't really happy. I thought that's what I wanted. And now I feel like, Gemini, you're at that point of, well, shit, if I don't want that because I've built my whole identity around it, or I've built my whole, you know, present and future and the choices and decisions we were going to make moving forward. If I, you know, put my life on hold, my career, my projects, my ideas on hold because I was so dead set on, no, but this is how it's going to work out because that's how I've always envisioned it. And now you're like, wait a minute. I've lost myself in wanting that outcome, only to find out, well, it wasn't all that to begin with. Do I really want that? And there you are, King of Swords, Gemini. Or you may be dealing with another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I feel that this identity of your idea of a future, present, future, career, I'm also hearing career. Some people here are switching careers, like shifting. I feel as though for some of you, the quarantine just kind of like made you realize and think, think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. right? Whoop. Oh, let me tell you. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. You know what you want. You want your happily ever after, emotional fulfillment, financial stability that leaves a legacy for the future. And you're realizing that the idea that you had, maybe from childhood, maybe from whatever idea someone was telling you, just suddenly you realize, oh shit, maybe that's not what I wanted. Maybe things are meant to work out in a specific way or in a different way. Or maybe I had a specific, I just heard this, I had a specific idea about a partnership, about someone specific. You had a specific view about a person that maybe was draining you and was backstabbing you, only for you to realize, no, that was my own mental anguish I put myself through, and had not realized that this entire time I already had my 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you're giving yourself this 10 of Swords. That's for some of you, not all of you, but the one that I just read for right now, where you thought if somebody wasn't in the picture, if I wasn't working this job, if I wasn't dealing with this person from my past, my life would be so much better. And then you realize, I created that problem myself. Seriously. For others of you, yes, there is someone around you that has put you, I'm hearing some of you have a child that, unfortunately, I saw needles. So someone here may have a drug problem. And you're reminiscing and you're reflecting on, where did we go wrong? Oh, my heart hurts for you. Someone here has a child that is injecting. Drug abuse. I'm hearing, we did all the right things. We were there for them. We never let them go without. How did we get to this point? Where did I go wrong? There's so many different messages coming for Gemini. You guys are going through this Mercury retrograde. There is a need for healing. Energetically, I'm also seeing someone going to their church, counseling, therapy session. I do feel like someone needs to go. My hand is shaking. Somebody definitely needs to go. I'm seeing somebody does go to their church, and even if they're not religious or church going people, they are in that mode of desperation and pleading with God to please help. And I do feel, and I see them, I see someone from the clergy, a priest, a pastor, whomever comes up, because it's almost as though they can sense your desperation that they come to talk to you. King of Cups, listen. 7 of Pentacles, you have all the 10s. You're at the end of this. Here's the thing, Gemini. I'm going to just give you a quick synopsis here for all my Gemini friends, okay? Because you're all going through different things and you're going through it. Some of you deeper than others, let me tell you. Some of you just need a little bit of energy clearing, Reiki, meditation. Some of you need to, make peace with God. Some of you are definitely going back, to your church. You also have a friend who's maybe a part of the church that you reach out to. At the end of the day, I see four 10s. What you don't realize is that this is the end of the road, end of the chapter, the weight, the heaviness, the pain. Mercury retrograde just smacked you upside the head because you haven't learned these lessons in the past, and it's time that you do. And because we're in Cancer season and this crazy full moon eclipse energy is really hitting you where it hurts. Some of you major emotional dips. But the moral of the story here, Gemini, is you have everything that you could possibly want or need. Geminis are not without right now. Even if you have, even if you're stressed or worried about the economy, about your insurance, because I just heard that, about your child, about whatever it is that you may be worried about during this pandemic. Some of you have health issues. Be thankful, grateful, appreciative, and realized how blessed you are with what it is that you have. Some have more than others. It doesn't matter. That's not your story, boo. Reflect on your own. Don't compare yourself to someone else's path, road, story, how easy someone has it, how hard somebody else has it. Be happy and appreciative of where you're at, how far you've come. Look back and realize, and I'm about to say it, so don't be mad at me. Bitch, look how far you've come. You're going to throw yourself a pity party right now? Nuh-uh. Gemini, stop it. You've already done so much. Cut it out. Sorry, Gemini. Just had to go at you that way. All right, let's move on. Cancer. Oh, you weren't happy with that message, Gemini. You're like, damn it, she's right. But what? No. Keep it moving. Appreciate what you have, who you have, what you can do, the resources that you have, within you, the people in your life that can help you. Some of you are just too afraid to ask for help. Some of you are afraid to let people in on your child going through those drug issues. Okay? Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Better to ask for help than to be bearing a child. Sorry. Okay. Let's clear that out. Give me a sec. That Gemini reading, whoever is dealing with someone that's dealing with abuse, drug abuse, that is some very heavy energy, sleepless nights. Although I was trying to go back to, although I was trying to move towards Cancer, Gemini's energy, if somebody here suffers from PTSD, they had a bad 4th of July. So if that's you, Gemini, or someone in your household, or someone that, that's in your family, that 4th of July brought out some bad juju of PTSD, do not be afraid to speak up about it. Let the people that love you, care about you, want what's best for you, let them in so that they can help you. All right, now I'm going on to Cancer. Cancer, what's Mercury retrograde bringing for you? Opportunities to make things work. 2 3s. Yes, I love it. Okay, new projects, new experiences to look forward to in the future, trying to make things work, partnerships, relationships, learning a new skill. I'm hearing that for some of you, there was something that you have absolutely loved or have wanted to learn since you were a child. Some of you are definitely going back to school. Ooh, look at that. Yes. You are a wealth of knowledge, Cancer. There is something that you are very, very skilled at. but don't have the formal training, and you're afraid people aren't going to take you seriously because you don't have a paper to show for, and you don't have the, you know, crazy debt to show that, like, hey, I spent thousands of dollars just to let you know I can do the freaking job, right? Listen, no shade at those that did. Trust me, I applaud you, because it is a lot of hard work, especially if you're already grown-ass people trying to go back to school. Do you, boo-boo. Do what you need to do to make yourself, you know, put yourself in a better position, especially if you got kids, family. But I'm definitely seeing that Cancer here is reflecting on going back to college, learning a new skill, a new trade, thinking, you know, is this the right time for me to go back and learn something new? How is this going to assist me? Are they not taking me seriously because I don't have the certification? Or maybe I could just let my work know. Or, you know, maybe I should just try applying for new jobs and whatnot. Yes, you definitely have a lot to look forward to. You are working on and building on what this Mercury retrograde has in store for you. Listen, Mercury retrograde came back into your life and said, listen, you know that hobby? You know that, you know, trade, skill, whatever it is that you're really good at without any formal training, because you just freaking, Cancer said, boom, I can teach myself that. Or maybe it's something that you learned from a father figure. And this, I feel like this Mercury retrograde for Cancers has been pretty chill, except emotionally, you're just like, you know, I think I could do better. And so some of you are being a little too hard on yourselves about not being in a place where you feel like you should have already been. Cut that out. Cut that out. For real. Cancer. Cancer, I feel like even though this is like your season, happy birthday, by the way, you have a lot to look forward to. You are building a much more stable and secure future. I need to pull a few more because I don't see anything bad. And I think that whatever is bad here that you might be thinking is bad because you're afraid of the unknown, it's your own idea that you're telling yourself that. Maybe somebody at one point or another had said no one's going to take you seriously because you didn't go to school for that, because you didn't officially learn that trade, because your mom, your dad, or whatever taught you how to do that, right? It is your season, Cancer. Don't let anything or anyone stop you. For real. Look at that. Oh my God. That's confirmation. Cancer, let me tell you. Mr. Moneybags right here, King of Pentacles. He's got the Midas touch. So if there's something that you've always wanted to do, that you've always wanted to start, that you've always wanted to expand on, start something new, now is your time to put that all in paper, in writing, in reflecting every single part of that plan. Yes, we're in Mercury retrograde. Don't sign up for shit. Don't sign any contracts. You know, cross them T's, dot them I's. But what I'm saying is everything came flooding back for you to put that plan in motion. So get to writing your plan, what it is that you truly want, what you're trying to manifest for yourself, for your family, family business, what it is that you're trying to expand on in the future. And as soon as we clear out of this Mercury retrograde, you better get that plan moving. Ending that reading with the Chariot card, which is you, your energy, ready to move that plan in action, full force with King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can also be somebody who says, you know what, I believe in you. Here's the money you need to start that business. Here's the money you need to go back to school. Loans approved, grants. Do it. I'm telling you, I saw nothing but positive for you. So apply it to your situation, Cancer, whatever it is that you wanted for yourself, but definitely has a positive outcome for you. Let's move on to Leo. My lioness, my lions, Leos. It's Mercury retrograde bringing back for you. What's it resurfacing at? Speaking of Leos, look at you. Emotional strength. Boo-boo. So some of you maybe have broken away, have been wanting to break away from a toxic partnership or relationship. I'm also seeing sibling rivalry. If you're dealing with a Capricorn or water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm seeing like an older sibling trying to punk you, trying to push you around, trying to make it seem like you don't know shit, got you all up in your feelings, really breaking down your self-worth, self-esteem. But Leo, you are the lion. You're gonna let this punk come in and just tell you that you aren't strong enough, that you aren't the lion that you are? Really think about how much power you're giving this person. See? Really think about how much power you're giving this person. Do they have you stuck in your head? Do they have you stuck in your emotions? Why? Are they you? Okay. You got 2 6s here. 2 more cards, please. Ace of Swords. Now, if it's about family money, child support, especially if you've got like an ex baby mama, I feel like there's siblings, there's business partnerships, and I feel that there's ex partnerships. Like if you owe somebody alimony, child support, it's like I'm hearing it. They've broken down that wild lioness fire sign energy of yours and have made you feel small. Leo, I feel the need to tell you, do you create your own truth, or are you listening to what they say is your truth? Because if that's the case, you've just co-created that story that they've made up. You've allowed them to create that story, and you've adopted it and made it your own. I feel like they know how to tame you. And really, it's not even taming you. They know how to break you down. They know how to get to you. They're toxic. And I'm also hearing, man, when they break you down, you can't get out of bed for days. Projects halted. Makes you want to call in sick for work. You don't even make it to your bed because you're asleep on the couch for days on end. They make you feel like a worthless parent. Give me more money. Give me my share. That's all you're good for anyway. But really, what's your truth? You've adopted their negativity as your truth. Come on now. Maybe at one point you were all about them. They were this hottie. They, you're like, yes, whatever you want. Only to realize that's all they wanted you for, was the money. Right? That sense of entitlement of, listen, I was your wife, I was your partner, I was whatever for a really long time. The least you can do is fork over some money. So this Mercury retrograde, Leo, you have to reflect on how this relationship has been affecting you and blocking you from your own joy, abundance, happiness, financially. Like, are they a friend? Would a friend talk to you that way? And for some of you, you need to lean on a friend and really let them know. Clarify the double, please. Oh, Lord. Okay, look. These flew out, right? They are so happy. What did I say? Can't get out of bed, or just stuck on the couch. You don't even make it to bed. The depression is real. They're happy about it. They're partying it up with your money. They know they're leaving you broke. That money bank came out in the reverse. So this Mercury retrograde has most definitely brought up those old feelings to make you reflect on, how could I have allowed this person to get in my head or bank account, pockets, whatever, right? So I think for some of you Leos, this is a time of reflection on how can you fix this situation. Do we need to go back to court and amend, you know, the alimony, the visitation, the child support order? Because I feel like for some of you, they want the money, but then they make it difficult for you to see your kids. And the money is divided by the amount of time that you see your kids. So you're afraid that when you go back, they're going to come at you saying, well, you haven't been seeing them on the weekends. And that's why you take notes, my friend. That is why you write down a schedule and you save the screenshots and you back your shit up by saying, listen, I've done my part. She's always changing plans. She needs to stick to the schedule, right? Or he, vice versa. Apply it to your situation. Let's move on. Virgo. Get an attorney, Leo, in case you need one. I feel like they are very vicious and vindictive. Protect yourself energetically and psychic attacks as well. Look at that. I couldn't even talk. Leo. They know how to make you look bad. CYA. Cover your ass. All right, let's go. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. My lovely Virgos, my fellow Virgos. What do we have? What is Mercury retrograde bringing up for my fellow Virgos? Eight of Cups reversed. Page of Wands. They're not coming out so quickly for the Virgo. That was Five of Wands, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Some of you dealing with a water fire sign. Watery fire sign, fiery water sign. Someone who's a bit temperamental, but a total player, right? Eight of Cups reversed. You're wondering if you made the right decision about walking away from someone. I do feel that this is someone who you knew was probably, you know, playing you, who probably had other people. So here's two things, Virgo. Some of you are like, I did not leave that person as fast as I should have. What took me so long? And then others of you are still stuck in that cycle of, I miss them, I want them back. Maybe because the sex was great. I don't know. Look at that. There you are. Maybe because you're just like, well, they met specific needs is all I'm going to say. But there was a lot of discord, disagreements, fighting. You left because you wanted happiness and you realized you weren't happy. You've moved on to create a new future for yourself. But how far, as I said, how far have you gone on that path? Listen, Virgo, you left someone because you knew they were players. Whether they keep coming in and out of your life, whether they're still in contact or communication with you, I feel that many of you, there is no communication because the minute that you open up the door to communication, there's always something to be fighting about. Defensiveness nature, whether it's you like that with them, or you know that the minute you want to make amends with this person or hear them out, they're like this with you. It's all your fault. It's emotional manipulation. So if you're hung up on the good memories, on the good times, that's what's making you reflect on whether or not leaving this person was the right thing to do. But I also feel that for many of you, all this shit came back to remind you, hey, remember that dude or that chick that was just hoeing around, sleeping around, hooking up, was involved with you and them and them and them and them, who was always making you feel less than, who was always justifying their negative, toxic behavior, who would never listen to you and be defensive and make you feel guilty for having feelings, right? You went to chase your own happiness, create a new life. However, at some point, your life has been put on hold. That is why you have the Hanged Man, which is why, look at that. 4, 5 major arcanas. For many of my fellow Virgos, this Mercury retrograde has been truly, truly eye-opening. Because you know, if this person comes back, boy, that hurt, that pain that you felt in the past, for some of you will be tenfold. Be forewarned. Some of you want this person to come back and say, you know what, I've thought about everything that's happened. You want them to own their part in it. But I'm going to tell you right now, Virgo, even if that person came back and did that, you're going to be questioning why. What are they hiding? What are the ulterior motives? Why are they coming back now? Right? Continue chasing your own happiness, Virgo. Some of you are starting new businesses. Some of you are starting new jobs. Some of you are just out there trying to find your own spiritual purpose. Right? I also feel that for some of you who have felt stagnancy in your plans for the future, be it, you know, coronavirus, pandemic, quarantine, stay-at-home orders, or whatevs, right? I feel that this Mercury retrograde has really awakened you to your truth. And it's okay to be in hangman mode, because that's you sorting things out. I mean, look at that glow, right? It's time for you to step into your truth. What else does Virgo need to be aware of before we move on to Libra? Okay, you'll get a message from someone. I'm telling you, someone's going to come back. Either it's going to be a job offer, news of a new, okay, I just heard, it's a new opportunity for you. Business space. If some of you have an online business, you stumble across like a listing for like a office space, or where you might actually have an opportunity for like a brick and mortar store. That's what I'm hearing. Also certification, if you're going back to school, you're thinking of learning something, but this is also getting word from a distance is what I heard from someone or something. So someone definitely has a message for you, let me tell you. And it may put you, it may halt your progress. At the end of the day, Virgo, what I feel like I need to say is that always put your best foot forward, your happiness. Not everyone that comes back and apologizes has good intentions, okay? Let's elaborate on this message. What's this message about? Because I feel like there's one specific energy here that really needs to know what this message is about. Like you're like, girlfriend, tell me what the hell that's about. That's the master number 11. That means it's going to be a major, it's either going to halt you and it's going to get you back into hermit mode, and it will stall your progress, or it might just be that moment of reflection to release and keep it moving, keep moving forward. Tell me what this message is about. You might have someone that gets locked up and then they write to you from prison, from jail. I feel like you also may have someone who's going to threaten you with exposing the truth about something. So this confirmation though, like I said, if you're thinking of expanding your business to like brick and mortar or renting office space or, you know, whatever it is, I just feel that someone here is starting a new business chapter. If you just started something like online and, you know, you're wanting to open up a physical place, I feel that the money will come in. That loan will be approved. That's what this is. That loan will be approved, that grant, whatever it is that's coming towards you. But I do feel that some of you get word from someone in prison. And I also heard, wow, some of you will have an ex that's in a relationship where they feel very tied and bound to, where they feel trapped and imprisoned. And what they come back to say is that it should have been you, but they can't get out of the situation that they're in. So what does that mean? What does that mean for you, Virgo? If you have an ex that you've been wanting to hear from and they say, you know what? I'm sorry for everything. I'm, stuck in this situation, relationship, whatever. I feel imprisoned. I'm tied and bound contractually, legally. I've married someone else when it should have been you. What does that do for your plans of future happiness? You think that's going to boost you into the next century being happy? No. Well, that was confirmation. I just got a little tap on my window and there's nothing there. It's like literally tap on my window like, yep, preach. Listen. Whether they mean well or not, don't let it halt your progress. Don't let it stop your happiness. Keep moving forward. Some of you will be having a quarantine baby. I also feel you find out that an ex is expecting a child and that is going to kill you. A lot of messages coming in. Virgos, you're all going through some, every Virgo is going through something different, so apply it to your situation. Some of you get the grant, the loan, the business, your financial future has finally, been secured, moving forward. You're building your wealth, your happiness. You've got all the tools that you need. Stop overthinking. Move forward. If you know that you're skilled, you have everything that you need except maybe the money, the office space, or whatever, stop doubting yourself, Virgo. You got this. Okay? I know you're afraid of the unseen. I know you're afraid of, what can possibly happen. Stop. You're definitely receiving information, messages, mail, a letter from someone, an email about someone who, like I said, I'm going back to that one. They're afraid to speak up. I feel my throat closing up. They do care about you. They do love you. They know that hearing that from someone else is going to hurt you, break your heart. And they're trying to let you know before you find out from elsewhere. Which, if you haven't heard, I've just prepared you for it. Okay, definitely Mercury retrograde. They don't know how to tell you. They're stumbling over their words. They get choked up at the thought that they created a new life elsewhere instead of with you. Do they feel bad? Yes, they do. Do they feel regretful? Yes, they do. This has awakened them to all the hurt, the mistakes, the trauma, the sadness, the pain that they may have caused you. And they come back not to hurt you. Virgo, listen very carefully. They come back not to hurt you, but to clear their karma because they know that they need to do what's right here. And they're only sorry that they couldn't do right by you. Okay? So Virgo, sending you lots of love. I'm wishing you all the best. Let's move on because I did take a long time with the Virgos here. Let's move on to Libras. I knew there was so many different messages for you guys. Libra, what's Mercury retrograde bringing for you? All right. Nice, nice. Ooh, look at that. New partnerships. All right, look. Libras, this is a nice little reading right here. Just these 3 cards. I'm sure you're not going to want me to elaborate. Partnerships in love, in finances. You know, you maybe get an opportunity to partner up in business with someone new. You have a business opportunity that gets presented to you, whether it's you or someone else that has all the skills, this, you know, to create something new. If you guys are married or in a partnership and, you know, someone here says, you know what, I want to start a business, and you two become, you know, not just this power couple in marriage, in love, but now in business, and you're so, whether it's you, Libra, that's supporting your partner's dream of creating this life, this business, or vice versa, your partner is doing this for you. They say, baby, you want to go back to school, you want to start a new business, I'll keep working, I'll hold the fort down. You do you, boo, go back to school. Don't worry about not having a job right now. Go back to school. We're in quarantine right now. When the time comes, we're going to work at this together. Look, oh my God. Seriously, that just made me super excited. Didn't even see what card this was, and I flipped it over. Like I said, we're going to make this work together. I see family businesses. I see partnerships. I see a lot of hard work at making a dream come true. Libra. Freaking love it. Freaking love it. Some of you are going back to school for nursing, medical field. Some of you get some sort of medical certification. Some of you are like, you know what, I can't sit still during this, you know, COVID, quarantine, pandemic. I need to get my ass back in gear. I need to make this work. I need to do something. Some of you maybe have an idea of what to invent, create a service to be offered that became your, you know, COVID quarantine baby idea that you're just going to say, you know what, I'm going to look into getting that certified or patented or whatever. Watch out. Libras are going to be coming into, look at that. Told you. You guys know this is something, this is like an idea, a business, a partnership, something about getting certified, going back to school, especially if it's, you know, healing a situation. For some of you, I'm definitely seeing a lot of something around the medical field. I heard chemist, nursing. I'm seeing, you know, there's been a pause on something within the medical community. I don't know too much about that, but it's almost as though you found an idea or a way to heal this or keep it moving forward. You're really feeling fired up about this, and the fact that your partner, or you have found a partner that believes in you, that supports you, that's like, yes, mama, keep it going. You got this, boo. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, major Virgo here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You want to make changes, all for good. I'm also hearing, Libras, you're in this energy because you are the scales. You want to balance the karmic scales, Libra. Look at that. King and Queen of Wands. You have a very, very strong partnership here. Whether it's husband, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, business partner, financial backer, mentor. Some of you may also be looking for the help of someone who's older, parent, grandparent, family member, family friend, counselor. Listen, Libra, whatever it is that's gotten you into a specific situation during Mercury retrograde that has made you reflect on, you know what? We can't go on living this way. I need to feel useful. I need to bring change, awareness. I need to wake people up. Whatever it is, Libra, your dreams, that fire in the pit of your stomach, fully, hear me out, fully supported by the divine. And they have lined up the people that you need to get this going. You have support everywhere. So if you're not seeing, Mama, you better start opening your eyes, because you got this. I'm telling you. This is freaking awesome and amazing. Thank you. 6 of Wands, moving forward. This is going to bring you all the right people. This is bringing you all the right people. Financially, networking. You're like, but I don't know anything about starting a website. I don't know anything about, getting a business license. I don't know anything about whatever it is, but you've got a plan, an idea, and you've got all the right people. And the minute you start reaching out to those that are closest to you, trust and believe, the divine has paved a way for you to go from boom, 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 boom. All those people are going to come across your path, Libra. Beautiful things are going to happen for you. Do it, baby. Scorpio, what is Mercury retrograde coming up for Scorpio? Lovers. Oh, ooh, Scorpio, hello. Oh, really? Why, Scorpio? Why? Okay, I'm hearing a couple things. Yep. All right. This is the Scorpio that's in a partnership, in a relationship that's toxic, that knows full well they need to cut this person out, but they can't. They're stuck in a situation, tied and bound, whether you're married to this person or not. But you're still keeping an eye on someone from the past. It keeps you up at night. Yeah. So a part of you always knew that this person from the past was probably the right one for you, but you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And now, oh, look at that. The 8 of Cups had flipped out. Okay, but now that you're in a whole other relationship, partnership, marriage, I'm feeling that your karmic, this is your karmic cycle that you're going through. If you put this person from the past through some shit, now you're going through some shit with whoever it is you're with now. You know you need to cut out this toxic partner. This person is looking backwards. You made a very clear choice here, or somebody made it for you, that if this isn't going to move forward, I'm out. I'm hearing you didn't fight hard enough for it. So you went with the next best thing, which became your karmic lesson. And that's what you're in right now. It is a nightmare of a relationship. This isn't for everyone, Scorpio, so, don't get mad at me. But I feel as though some of you, you're walking on eggshells. When you walk into a beach, a lake, or whatever, and you don't really see how deep the water is, you just first start walking in, because I'm noticing that, getting your feet wet right there. You're walking in, and you're like, okay, cool. A foot in the water. And then the next step you take is like 4 feet, and you're underwater all of a sudden. That's what happened with this new relationship. The old one didn't work out. You let your pride or ego or whatever move on to the next one. You're in too deep and you don't know what to do about it. You know that this has stirred something up for you, that you realize you need to heal this within yourself before you can heal any other connections. And you'll do it. You'll get there when you're ready. You didn't do it before because you weren't ready to face certain things, but this right here slapped you upside the head. You weren't expecting that. Like I said, you go, a foot into the water and then your next step is 4 feet underwater. You weren't expecting it. Oh, especially if you weren't expecting a child and then all of a sudden, hello. Now you have no choice but to deal with everything that's been put in front of you. And perhaps this new beginning, this new life, whether it's, a new partnership, a new marriage, it's causing you nightmares. If there was an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you really wanted to move towards that Queen of Pentacles and fight for your 10 of Pentacles with them. But you're stuck in this cycle. Oh yeah, look at that. With the Judgment card at the bottom, you wanted a second chance. But you feel very stuck, tied and bound to this situation. So you're vowing to make it work no matter what. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you may be with someone who's very toxic, or this is you, your energy, where it's constant, arguing, fighting. I really feel like there's a lot of walking on eggshells. I mean, you can't even breathe a certain way because they're already down your throat, or it's you like that with them, right? There's stagnancy here. So there's a stalemate between you and the person from the past, as well as the person that you're in this relationship with, because you're like, at this point, what can I do? What can I do? Especially if you have a child coming in. All right. Clarify the Devil card and the Nine of Swords. Let's give some advice to Scorpio, because this Mercury retrograde definitely brought up a lot of stuff. If you're in a really toxic partnership, relationship, business, or love, you're thinking about how, maybe you didn't appreciate, or how good maybe you had it in the past and you hadn't realized it. And now you're just kind of like, I kind of wish I was back there. Yeah, see, I kind of wish I was back there. Hoping, wishing, praying that you could still go back to the past. Again, thinking and overthinking. Is there a chance for me to go backwards? What can Scorpio do about the Devil? Okay, be careful. Definite unstable energy here. Scorpio, please don't be mad at me that I'm saying this. This is either you or them. But I'm also hearing like this person is emotionally and mentally unstable, will threaten to kill themselves. This partner from the past, this ex, probably doesn't even realize that your current person holds so much anger and jealousy and resentment, and they're like in constant competition with the ghost of the past. So even if you were to leave this partnership, they'll go back and attack that person from the past, even though they have no idea. Even if you don't go back to them, they have no idea. Yeah. Another toxic relationship of, who do you think you are? I'm going to ruin your life. You'll have no choice but to be with me. And they'll, I'm sorry, Scorpio, you have someone here that will threaten, to off themselves. I'm trying to say it nicely, even though there's no nice way of saying it. But this is someone who threatened to kill themselves, kill you, kill the person from the past, kill the child. You're dealing with some very unstable energies. I'm telling you. You would rather save face and go along with it to protect a child, a past partnership, or yourself in this current situation. And you're kind of hoping this person just moves on and moves away from it. I don't think anybody knows just how harsh and toxic and draining this current relationship or partnership is. I mean, you've got a tower moment every day with this person. I'm really, really sorry, Scorpio, that you're going through that. And I hope that you and your partner can get the help that you need to heal from this and, you know, be happy together, alone, whatever it may be. All right. But Mercury retrograde definitely has you reflecting and reminiscing on the past while trying to cope with the present and fearing the future. How am I doing there, Scorpio? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what does Mercury retrograde have coming up for you? Mommy issues. I just heard it. Not all of you. I'm hearing family and mommy issues. Okay. Yeah. So if you're not talking to your mom, your baby mama, a female matriarch of the family, even if you tried to make amends, the only thing you're fearing or that you feel like you can guarantee is constant fighting. I'm also hearing both. You walked away from one. Okay. I don't know who's going through this, but it's like you walked away from one mother because they were toxic or fighting, or, you know, you just felt very defeated, backstabbed and betrayed, and you moved into another one and they ended up being the same damn thing. And let me tell you, Sagittarius, when that shit happens, it's because you need to deal with it from the get-go. You're going to be, you know, experiencing the same cycle over and over again. The universe is going to put you in that same situation until you freaking learn. Yeah. 2 7s until you freaking learn. I'm telling you, what did I say? You go from one, you know, toxic lesson, karmic cycle where you think you're leaving one, putting it to an end, moving on, moving forward, trying to rebuild my life because I'm done fighting with this one, only to get, you know, a little bitter Betty over here, Queen of Swords, who's also in her own way or in their own way, making you feel like shit just the same. This is someone's mom and this is someone's baby mama, or baby mama and new girlfriend, or, you know, something like that. But it's women in this person's family. Even if you're not in a relationship with them, this is women in your family. So maybe it's, you know, you are the mom, the Sagittarius mom, and you've got mommy issues because you're always fighting with your mom. And maybe you go move in with the mother-in-law, or maybe you go move in with the grandma, but it's still like the same type of problem that keeps festering over and over again. And it's affecting your partnerships or relationships because, well, Sagittarius, you need to heal yourself from whatever this is bringing up. It's kicking dirt in your face, and Mercury retrograde after Mercury retrograde is going to bring it up. It is triggering you. Oh, yeah. You feel like you have nowhere to go. But you do. You do. You feel like you have nowhere to go. You do. It's a constant battle. I'm hearing and feeling it's a lot of arguing, fighting, making people feel less than. Low blows is what I keep hearing. Like this person knows your weaknesses or what you may be self-conscious about. It's 555 on July 5th. Honey, you better look that number up because that means 5s are about change. Big major changes will come for you right after you learn from this. Because what you've been wanting, working on, manifesting isn't going to happen until you face this, or you're going to continue with that cycle. The universe will keep bringing it to you. Listen, let me tell you. You got a lot of people in your surroundings, family, friends, whatever, who feel like they've got a say in your life. And that's why there's a lot of fighting, because you're like, listen, let me worry about me. Let me worry about my relationship. You know, I feel like someone here has to tell their partner or spouse, don't worry about the issues I got with my mama or my grandma or my sister or my whomever. I'm going to sort that out. And then turn around and tell their mama, listen, don't worry about the issues with me and my partner. That's me. I'm going to sort that out. You have two opposite ends feeding into you. That's why you feel like you have nowhere to turn. Yep. Oh, Lord. I really feel that one person here, be it your mom's, your grandma, your baby mama, whomever, is happy that you're not in communication or talking to this other person. They feel like, I'm the only one you should be worried about. I don't give a fuck if that's your mom. Think about that. This is the person that you want to be with, that you're living with, that you want to spend the rest of your life with, who doesn't give a fuck about your mom. Even if she's the worst mother in the world. Where are this person's, morals, ethics? No, shut your trap. Let that person figure out the right and wrong with their mom. So if you've got people talking in your ear and convincing you that, you're doing the right thing because they've made it so that you've believed it's the right thing, well, then you're going to keep replaying that situation over and over again until you finally unstick yourself from other people's opinions and finally make a decision for yourself. Stand up for yourself, Sagittarius. Don't you believe that you're worthy of making your own decisions without other people influencing you to do what's best for them? Honey, do what's best for you, right? Let's move on. Capricorn. What is Mercury retrograde bringing up for Capricorn? What is Mercury retrograde bringing up for Capricorn? Ooh, you. Oh, hello. Some of you are reflecting on traditional relationships, partnerships, whether or not you should buy a home with someone, whether or not you should be marrying someone, whether or not you should start a business with someone. But wow, some of you really thinking about marrying. Ooh, what did I tell you? Some of you are, Mercury retrograde has you thinking and reflecting on, why am I not married yet? Why have I not proposed to them? Why are we not married yet? Why have they not proposed to me? Do I want to get married? I think I want a future with this person. I think I want to, XYZ. Capricorns, I think Mercury retrograde has you in this, reflective mode of what is it that you really, truly want for yourself, for your family, for your future, your partnership. And if you are single, Capricorn, if you are single and you've been in and out of like lame ass relationships or F boys and girls, right? This moment of, quarantine and Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, all these planets in retrograde, they've really gotten you reflecting on whether or not you are happy in your current situation. Like, I am the King of Pentacles, damn it. Why am I not married? Why don't I have that perfect partner yet? Do I have the perfect partner? Why haven't I married them? So some of you that are in relationships are like, what have I been waiting for? They've been the right one all along. I'm about to make it official. So if they haven't yet, if you're cross-watching for a Capricorn, that's happening. You don't know it, but I just told you. I feel as though some of you Capricorns are really stuck in your head I think commitment was a real issue for you, about like really settling down with someone. It may have scared you. I think you've always been used to having options, and realizing that you are going to maybe buy a house with someone, move in together, make it official with someone. I think that has scared you off a bit. And so maybe you've been a little emotionally aloof about whether or not you should do this. And so if you are with someone who isn't expecting you to, offer to move in together, offer to, here's the key to my apartment, to my house, we might as well make this official. I got stuff at your place, you got stuff at my place. Maybe we should, decide on which place we should keep. Maybe we should start looking at houses together. Or maybe you just finally popped the question. And those of you that have been engaged for a long time are like, you know what? We're not gonna be able to have an actual wedding. How about we just go to Vegas? Or how about we just justice of the peace or whatever? They're not expecting it. Shit, Capricorn, I feel like you're not expecting it. I feel like you're just like, wow, I can't believe I'm in this mode. Yeah, you're thinking and overthinking. You're thinking about this logically. What did I tell you? Marriage, serious commitment, partnership. You're thinking and overthinking though. Listen, you're about to announce an engagement, a partnership. Some of you are going back to, exes. You're working things out with someone from the past, and you very quickly decide, you know what, I should have never let them go. Let's get married. And you've got people in your family, in your corner, that are definitely not expecting this. Listen, you feel as though emotionally you haven't moved forward the way you should have. You haven't bonded with someone with the way you felt with this particular person. Or I also feel that this is someone that maybe you may have talked to in the past, maybe gone out a couple times, but then didn't go anywhere. And so you continued, exploring your options. And at the end of the day, you're like, why didn't it work out with that person? They felt cool. We clicked. Why didn't I? We could have already made progress this whole time. Nothing but good for you, Capricorn. I see a lot of, good connections, positive relationships coming back into your life. I feel that some of you are afraid of things not working out, of you being vulnerable. You're thinking and overthinking, and you're just like, maybe this person is now single. I'm single too now. Would they want to come back? I feel like someone from your past that you may be thinking about, I think they will take you up on your offer. Just be careful not to scare them too quickly. Yeah, you want to offer marriage right away. You want to bring up marriage right away. You want to offer commitment. It might come out a little awkward. Yeah, you come back bearing gifts with a ring. Let's get married. I also feel if you kind of took a step back and stopped putting work into a relationship, and I don't feel like breakup energy, I just feel like you just stopped putting work into a relationship and it just kind of fizzled out, and you want that to pick up again. You want that to pick up again because I think you realize that's your boo, that's your partner. Yeah, look at that. Capricorn, I really feel that you're reflecting on what it is that you truly want. Mercury retrograde brought back those, emotional vibes of you're going to be single, alone for the rest of your life. You're going to tell me that all the people I've brought into your life, Capricorn, that, nobody here has been partnership, marriage, material, relationship. I think that so many of you Capricorns are finally at that point of, why didn't it work out with that person? Were they not interested? Was I not interested enough? Was I too interested in entertaining someone else and that didn't work out? Will they, take me seriously if I try to come back into the picture and, talk marriage to them? Will I sound like a fool? Probably, but it's okay. You take those risks, right? Making that offer. No matter how premature it is, take your time. Here we go. Aquarius. What is Mercury retrograde bringing up for Aquarius? Ooh, you got some very vivid dreams, some premonitions that are coming up for you. Yep. Cancer vibes. There's a bit of defensiveness here. I don't normally take this many, but I feel the need to. There's a little bit of a defensiveness here within a family unit, partnership. I'm also hearing celebration of life, okay? I definitely feel here that if there was an end of a relationship, or I'm also seeing someone that has passed on. I'm seeing Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So here it is. You've got some premonitions, some predictions, some, you know, intuition on point. Let me tell you, Aquarius. Use that energy on how best to move forward for yourself, your partnership, your family. I feel important to tell you that things are as black and white as they seem. Stop looking for the gray. If you are looking and overthinking that maybe this isn't right, maybe this, maybe that, you're overthinking the situation because you feel that right now your emotions are heightened, your intuition is heightened, you might be a little defensive with certain people that want to communicate with you. I feel like the communication is on your terms. And whoever's trying to communicate with you isn't getting through to you. You're not ready for their communication. Or vice versa, right? I also feel that there's like some sort of family money, inheritance, celebration coming in, buying a home, selling a home. I'm seeing like, I heard, give me a second, dividing of the assets. I didn't hear that first part clearly, but I did hear assets. Yeah. Aquarius, those of you that are looking for love. Some of you, I feel that you had an opportunity for love. It passed you by. You're finally at a place of, I'm no longer going to hold myself back for what didn't work in the past. I've got everything I need here to move forward and celebrate a relationship, life, having a family, children, whatever it may be. This is an opportunity for you to realize how blessed you are, how grateful you should be. But there's an ending from the past, relationship, partnership, friend, family member, whatever relationship did not work that has held you back. I'm also hearing sacrificed. Yeah. So there was a falseness here that you recently discovered. Things weren't as they may have appeared to you. So if you sacrificed one relationship to be with another and you thought you made the right choice, due to, you know, family, children, partnership, home, whatever priorities or responsibilities you had in the home, you thought you were honoring the right person, but you found out that you sacrificed your own happiness. I'm feeling a lot of like anger. You don't even want to hear this person's explanation because you finally see things for what they are. And it was all about money. But I also feel that this Wheel of Fortune moves forward once you realize how false this person really was. That is realizing that that Ten of Swords had to have happened. And maybe you felt that you were stuck on a Ten of Swords that ended in the past, only to realize that this is the one that should have had the Ten of Swords. And you're living in regret, Aquarius. Stop. Yeah, see, look, you're living in regret. And Mercury retrograde is bringing this up because you finally need to face what this situation truly is. And until you do, and until you put action towards it, that Wheel of Fortune isn't going to move forward. You are a bit defensiveness because I feel like you should have fought for what you really wanted, and instead you went back to whatever it was that you felt was the right thing to do at that point. So don't be mad at yourself. Don't just own up to your mistakes, take accountability, make the changes that you need to, and keep moving forward. Now, Aquarius, I'm also feeling I need to go back to those that are having some very, very vivid dreams and spirit communication. You're also going to notice it is around your children. And I know you have this need of protecting any spiritual energy that comes around the children. I'm also seeing protective rituals, ceremonies. I definitely feel some of you are, doing your manifestations, your rituals, protective rituals, spell work around this type of energy. I feel it's not as dark as you think. You're just not ready to hear it or feel it. Because there's emotional energy here that you're not ready to dive into. You're keeping yourself busy with family stuff. Family reunions, family issues, family relationships, and you'd rather keep yourself busy, entertained, consumed by that than whatever energy you may be feeling. I definitely feel that there's like a protective energy around it. And you're going to do whatever it takes to protect this person or people. Okay? Let me have 2 cards for the Ten of Cups because I feel like there's another message here. Yeah. Okay. If you're mourning the death of someone, the ending of a relationship, a partnership, literal death, other people around you cannot relate to you. Aquarius, that's important. Don't expect them to. You are the only one that needs to understand what you're feeling, that needs to process, that needs to feel whatever it is you're feeling. You don't have a responsibility to make other people understand what you're feeling or going through or whatever it is that you are currently experiencing. That's your business. That's for you to work out. That's for you and God. That's for you and spirit. And maybe those other people that are maybe talking about why you're saying certain things, why you're feeling certain things, why you're reacting a certain way, maybe they need to figure out why they're not, or why there's something in their mind's eye wrong with the way you're behaving or acting. Now, if you're being crazy and erratic, get some help, because it might be, some crazy energies out there, but still rule out that there's no medical issues here. At the end of the day, Aquarius, I don't really think you care what other people think about you. You're still going to do you, but you are getting sick and tired of, other people's judgment of you. So what? Yeah, see? 9 of Swords. Do you, boo? Let's go. Pisces, last one. Wow, super long reading. Okay. Pisces, what is Mercury retrograde bringing up for you? Mercury retrograde for Pisces. What is Mercury retrograde bringing up for Pisces? That is you, my Queen of Cups. Okay, the Magician came out in reverse. You're thinking and contemplating of new beginnings. You have two aces here, two number ones. The Magician, creating and co-creating, but that's also manipulation. So please be careful who you get involved with and who, I'm just going to say it, who you are sleeping with, okay? Especially if you're married. Or there is a married person here that you may be sleeping with. And I don't think, some of you don't even realize you're sleeping with a married person. That is, yep. Okay, stuck in your head about some trifling energy around you. I think you are maybe sick and tired of being in hermit mode, keeping things to yourself. You want to go out and live your life. You're at a crossroads and you're wondering, do I continue this chapter in my life with this person, partner, spouse? Do I continue talking to somebody, sleeping with somebody? Listen, if you're hooking up with someone and you know, you're thinking, I know it's just a hookup. I know it's not meant to be a relationship. I'm getting what I want out of it. But, you know, a little bit of a part of you is kind of feeling like a fool at the same time. Because what you don't realize is like, yeah, it's no coincidence that this person isn't, you know, calling you or texting you back when you reach out to them, right? Like, you start to wonder, is it their job or their kids that are stopping from reaching out to you? Do they only talk to you when they're out of the home, like maybe in their car? I feel like that kind of energy, very sneaky vibes. You know, I don't think you realize this person that you might be hooking up with is in another relationship, or maybe you just found out that they are. And you're just like, where do I go from here? And if you're the one in a relationship or marriage or partnership, you're contemplating on whether or not this is something that is worth putting work into. Some of you may just decide, you know, I can't put any more work into this and want to file for divorce because you got a lover. Yeah. There's a heightened sense of, you know, emotional awareness here. You literally are like the Two of Pentacles right now. Like, everything is up in the air. You don't know what to do. Should I keep this partnership relationship? Should I keep this hookup? Should I stay married? Should I not stay married? Should I continue messing around with this person even though I, you know, feel like I know that there was someone else? But there is a major, major awakening and realization within the family sector, household, relationship, marriage, perhaps whose, you know, relationship is being affected here, especially if you're younger Pisces. I feel like this person knows what they have at home and you are not what they have at home. That's why they keep looking out for you. Yeah. Listen, if you don't realize that this is just a hookup and only a hookup and they're not going to take you seriously, that's how you're going to end up feeling. Melancholy. If some of the stuff makes sense that I said, like, you know, they're only contacting you at certain times, only to their convenience, only available at certain times, you know, keep that in mind. If they don't care about hurting your feelings or, you know, whatever you've got going on, keep that in mind. If you're both married, it may bring you to this, you know, awakening or realization of cheating on my marriage or partnership wasn't even worth it for this person. Yeah. They have stolen something from you that you can never get back, whether it's time, money, energy, emotions. If you finally thought, like, you know what, maybe I can make this work with them, and, you know, even though we did start off saying that we were just going to be, you know, casual and hooking up, and, you know, if you started getting feelings for them or they started getting feelings for you, and then it's just kind of like, They're not taking you seriously. And I feel like it's a real, like, dick move, like, serious energy of, like, I don't give a fuck if you got hurt. You knew what this was from the beginning. They really are that callous with you. So if you're expecting them to coddle you and be emotionally available, you're not getting that from this person. I'm letting you know right off the bat. You're not. You're not. Sorry, Pisces. It's just not happening. I know you want that. I know at some point you made, you know, made yourself a little vulnerable and let this person in. Yeah. You let this person in. Maybe you brought them around your children and you thought, well, they've already been around my kid. Why not? Maybe we should take this slow and, you know, see where this leads to. And they're just like, oh, no. No, what are you talking about? I'm already in another relationship. But they come and go. Yeah. They come and go. All right. So, Pisces, be careful who you are opening up to and what you're opening yourself up to. Don't get caught up in like third-party situations. That's a little crazy energy there. So we'll see what your July forecast has for you. I hope you all had a happy and safe 4th of July. I'm sending you guys all lots of love. Take care. We'll see you soon. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.